what I've learned is like toxic relationships are gonna be there, and like people leave for you to learn. You know.
But what about friendships? You know, like, because that's really close. That's friendship. I feel like there is the relationship like between family and like love field. You know, like that's that between like if you don't know like how to like pick your friends, you're gonna be missing like in love life, and then you have a really bad relationship with your family. You know.
Not only therapists can help, like having that one person that you can vent to and then like help you out, like find not a solution, because I know sometimes like you're sitting there telling like, oh, I have this problem, like I feel really bad about it, and they start trying to solve it for you. It's like, I know it's a problem, like I don't need the solution, just be there for me, support me, don't provide the solutions, like I know I have to fix this, just like sit there and listen to me, and I feel better already.
That's it.
Welcome, our girls and lads and gents. Welcome to the Conviviendo show. My name is Window, aka Wendy, but I'm Window. I was born as a window. My pronouns are they, their, she. I forgot. And my status is I'm a second generation, and I'm American, Mexican, and I'm a student, and I like Christmas.
Love that.
You're welcome.
Hi, I am Miriam. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My status is I'm a first generation from parents who immigrated from Mexico to Colorado.
I'm Marlene, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm a first generation American and student, and my parents migrated from Mexico to Colorado, and I'm a senior in high school.
I'm Jose. I'm originally from Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm Christian here, and my pronouns are he, him, his. And yeah, I'm excited to get this going.
You're so better at talking.
Okay, so the question of the day, it's what is a challenge you have faced with your family? We're just getting deep.
A challenge I faced with my family
Yes.
is I don't really know. I don't really remember that many challenges. Like, I think there were like some challenges, but I don't really remember.
Okay. What's like the most recent one?
Maybe like maybe school. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
like. Mostly like it's nothing's really bad going on.
Okay, well, for me, it's been like I was always so different in my family. Like I was like the black sheep all the time. And then it was a challenge because like nobody really understood many things with me. Like it was like I was like if they wanna choose a color, I will like go for another color. Like the way I wanted to interact with people in a young age, it was always like a little bit different. So I that was my challenge, and I think it is still a challenge in my family because I'm the one that like go crazy and like do things that no one in my family is doing.
Like suicide? Oh,
No.
I'm sorry I brought that up. Sorry. Sorry.
Like approaching to like different fields in life. Yeah. What about you guys?
I thought we were gonna talk about the dark stuff. Darth
So
Vader.
a challenge I faced, Well, I've tried many, but one of them is like the college application process. Since I'm a first gen student, um, my parents couldn't help me through that process because both of us didn't know how to navigate through that process. So I had to like look everywhere, and my counselor tried helping us, but it was very difficult for me to find like step by step on how to apply and like where to apply or where to go. So I feel like that was one of the challenges I had.
Mm.
I think a challenge for me that I struggled a lot with my family would be opening up myself. Cause yo era like bien tímida and nomás no compartía nada con mis opiniones porque casi en la casa supuestamente los papás no quieren escuchar sobre tu opinión, pero cuando te preguntan por tu opinión ya ni sabes si responderles con la verdad o
Mhm.
con mentira. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's something I've been struggling with, but poquito a poquito ando agarrando más confidence within myself.
I
Mm.
like that. Look at you now.
Look at you, so
Yeah,
confident.
you're killing
Such
it.
a confident lad, a confident gal with so much hope and spirit inside you.
Thank you.
Keep that going.
And I
Appreciate
feel
it.
like
You're
many
welcome.
times, like your family will say, like, "Oh, she's shy," and like maybe you have the other side that is not that shy. You know, like
Yeah.
for me, they will say, like, "Oh, he's really quiet," and then I was quiet, but like like now I like to talk a lot. You know, like
Yeah.
so
Oh my
like
god.
I was not that
Yeah.
quiet.
I relate to that too much because I mean so much, but it's because like my mom's like, oh yeah, no habla, está calladita.
Que tú
But
no
it's
hablas,
because
yeah.
like I'm not talking to you because it's like hard, you know. But
Yeah,
like once I'm like talking to someone, I cannot be quiet. Like there's no way you can quiet me down because I'm
yeah,
always talking.
exactly. That's why. Es calladita y todo así como
What if I
Yeah.
give you what if I give you all my Halloween candy? Would you be quiet?
No.
What if I give you my money?
que-
What if I give you my money in the world? What about that?
I mean.
Nobody's quiet with that. Well, for me, like when I moved here, I think, and I think it's for society in general. They want to put a tag, or like they want to like put a mold or try to identify with something, which is to make it easier. But when I moved here, they wanted me to be the usual Mexican kid, you know, they likes to play soccer or
Mhm.
listen to banda, so it will be like that. So I was never like that, not even in
Mhm.
Mexico. So like I started to get really frustrated with people putting that image in me. So that's why I started to like get uncomfortable, to be like, that's not me. Why are you trying to put me, so
Mhm.
at this point, to answer that question, it'll be like, it was because nobody really had my voice out there. And that's why I also like started to like play with social media and do stuff, because like I never related with anyone else. They wanted me to like put me in that box and like be like, oh, you all like that, or I'm like, nope. So that was my, like, for me.
I think for me, I grew up very quiet, and the only one I would like show my personalities to is my cousin Elizabeth. She knows I was never quiet, but no, like but like I started showing my personality a little bit more like around sophomore year because like I always thought to like myself like, oh, I want to become like friends with everybody, like I want to socialize a little bit more because like as with my parents are very strict, so I couldn't like go out as much, but I wanted to have so many friends, but I wouldn't get out of my shell. So sophomore year I started like getting more out of my shell, and like people around me like started like pushing me into like that more social outings. So and then I just started talking more and more, and now there's no way for me to shut up. But like
So Papa,
no, now that has like now I like to advocate for, maybe I go like against that typical opinion of people, but it's because I want to show that many people have different opinions, not just one, and we're all the same.
I mean, I do have something to add. I don't really like am that open because after like I'm last year in 5th grade, um, like I had like two friends, but like we didn't talk that much until like one of my friends actually started talking to me, and my other started talking to me, and then like they started like talking. Like one of us, I don't really remember clearly, but one of my friends, I don't really want to say her name, but I'll just call her
Susie.
Susie. Susie. Susie and I were friends since like really back then, and like we started like talking to this girl named
Not Susie.
no, but
No.
she was quite toxic. She like told us like to do this and that, and she told us, and then like so she started like telling us not to talk to a girl who I'll just call Rose because she like already knew like started like figuring out about her life, something about her, and I just thought it was quite gross that she just like started like noticing like just starting to like get into her life, trying to see what is it with her and that. And she was like really controlling and all that. And she told us always that if we didn't like if we talked with her, we would have like she would have ignored us, and she would have told if I talked to my friend Rose, Susie was ignore me, and if mostly Susie, we didn't visit, we like ignored. Well, I didn't really ignore her, but like when I asked one time why she didn't really like mostly talk to her, well, like and she was like mad at her, and she mostly only talked to me. She said that it was because me and her speak Spanish, and she like always said that my friend Rosie was ugly and that she just was, yeah. And I just didn't like that. So like I just the like later I stopped being friends with her because I didn't want to be in that toxic relationship, like friendship, and yeah. But it was like it's just not right.
It's so sad that sometimes people need to silence other people to like, feel like they're worthy of
Mhm.
attention. Like I feel like now that's why people yell at each other because like,
Mhm.
they had to like tell someone to be quiet. And that's so sad because I feel like everyone needs a voice, and sometimes if they don't have it, there's other people who like try to really put a voice for everyone else who's not
Mm.
being heard.
Mhm.
Another thing about her, like what you said, mostly like she only talked about herself. Like never like let us talk that much. She just ignored us, and she mostly like whenever I was near her, I just had these really bad senses, and whenever I looked at her, I never like want. I don't want to look at her. Like she just looked like too like something like terrifying to even look at.
I mean, I feel like growing up it was like that, but my parents had a little character development, I guess. But it was like constant yelling, like to get their point across. But again, because like their parents would yell at them to get their point across. Again, generational trauma, passed down. Um, and they would do that too. But then like as we grew up, my dad would like pull us aside, and that's what like helped me like learn that I have a voice, and like instead of yelling at each other, we can like one on one have a conversation why I'm mad, why it happened, like how the situation went, and like express ourselves. And my dad would like pull us aside, like tell us like what you did was wrong, and he would like points A, Y, and Z, like this is why. And it's just like how it helped. And I get like I relate to that because it was constantly yelling, but now with my siblings it's like totally different. So it's like character development for my parents. Like now, maybe like it comes back, but I tell my dad like calm down, and like we could take this to sidelines.
Actually, that's I have like never learned about mostly that, but like that's something like good about like that, right?
Mhm. Yeah, and like maybe growing up, I was like the black sheep. I was the oldest. I'm the oldest. Not I was, but I am the oldest. And I'm like, but like, it was just like, um, learning like experiences that my dad would have like with me. He would learn from them, and like, maybe he had some like like controversial opinions, and like I explained my point, and he would listen to it, and he'd like consider it, and then it just like process it, and he would change his ways. Because like growing up, it was like constantly yelling, and I'm like, I can hear you,
Yeah.
lower your voice, please. But like it's like a lot that I've learned, that I've helped my parents like learn different things, and I'm glad. So like my siblings don't have that generational trauma, and like live through like life saying like, oh yeah, my parents were gentle with me, and like now I know how to communicate clear to my peers.
And that's a big responsibility to be the oldest,
Mhm.
because actually you kind of broke that,
Mhm.
trauma. Because like, if they saw it from you,
Mhm.
they will follow the same
Mhm.
pattern.
Yeah. Like also
Congrats to you.
thank you. Also like it was mental health is like very taboo in like Hispanic culture. And like when I told my mom like I felt like anxiety, like anxious and like anxiety, she would say like, "Oh no, it's just like you're nervous for like a test, or you're nervous to go to school." Like she would minimize it. But as like time went, I'm like, "No, this is very serious." And I feel like a therapy would work, and she would be like, no, you don't need a therapist. But as I explained my points and how I felt, she like knew like, okay, maybe it's a sign to try something new.
Mhm.
And then like now she like takes mental health very seriously, and if I like feel like, oh, like I can't get through my day, she will like, okay, like call me and I'll get you out of school, we'll take a break.
That's actually nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Yes.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. It's like I'm like a, what is like a trial, like an experiment. Like if this didn't work out, maybe we'll try something else.
Because some parents are still like, oh, los cintarazos and
Oh yes.
therapy too. I'm like, no, they're not.
They're like, you don't need therapy. You need el cinto.
I know they're not
No.
working. Por la chancla.
Yeah.
Chancla.
Oh,
Like
my
I think
leche.
mostly you can talk to your parents or like, but like sometimes you can't feel comfortable talking to them, or like you just seem that they won't understand you, so
Mhm.
you just like want to talk to a therapist.
Yeah, because I get like there's some topics like you feel, and they don't know how to like communicate or understand.
Understand,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So like maybe like someone else that is like licensed, or like has experience in these situations will help you better and help you understand the way you're feeling. So I feel like therapy would was helpful, and I think it is helpful.
That's
Yes.
actually that you got a
I
point
like
there.
that.
Therapy does mostly help you, but like sometimes you just like you, even if you like feel like you want to talk to them, you still like want to like keep that, like you want to keep it silent. You don't want to
Mhm.
like spell out everything, because like some people might think, like therapists might think something's wrong with you or something like that, or just be judgy of you, or like some would just think like if they be open, a little more open with someone, like they finally get a chance to talk to someone that actually might understand them. So like
Mhm.
they just like start being open with them and just tell them everything, like you get like
Mhm.
trauma or depression, if you like feel
Mhm.
like you're depressed or anything,
Like
or
I feel like um not only therapists can help, like having that one person that you can vent to, and then like help you out, like find not a solution. Because I know sometimes like you're sitting there telling like, oh, I have this problem, like I feel really bad about it, and they start trying to solve it for you. It's like, I know it's a problem, like I don't need the solution. Just be there for me, support
Yeah.
me. Don't provide the solutions. Like I know I have to fix this. Just like sit there and listen to me, and I feel better
That's
already.
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
like just
that's
be
good.
quiet, be quiet, shut up, shut up, don't talk until I'm done, shut up, just shut up,
Yeah, like
be
just
quiet.
please listen, and then like I'll get my point across. I don't need a solution. I just need you to listen.
Because actually, that's like a reflection, like
Mhm.
a reflection time when someone is listening to you. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, am I really listening to myself right now? Like, and it's nice to have always
Mhm.
Do you like-
someone.
It's like you're. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can talk.
It's like you're hearing yourself, and you're like, it was right in front of me. Like
Yeah, like
the
I know
solution
it.
was there.
Like, thank you, and then you're like,
Like you just sit there and you're talking, and like you just feel like you're talking to yourself, or like there's someone in front of you. Like right when they speak, you're like,
And, like, the
Are you
realization
serious?
just hits you in the face.
Yeah.
if you say a solution, then that's when I know I'm not talking to you anymore.
It's like, ya se me quitaron las ganas. Ya no quiero hablar.
Because actually, meditation is about
Uh-huh.
that. It's about reflecting on yourself and like let the thoughts go in and go.
Mhm.
Miriam, wait, I have a question. Have you ever felt like you don't want to like talk to someone and you just feel like you feel like uncomfortable being with someone, but even
It
though like
depends
they're
on the
comfortable?
person, honestly, because for example, for me to like, if there's something like that's bothering me, lo quisiera hablar con una persona y si esa persona está ahí pues para escucharme, quiero que esté para escucharme y que me dé comfort. No quiero que después que me ande criticando, que me diga, esta es la solución, haz esto y esto y esto. No te estoy pidiendo esto, te estoy pidiendo que me escuches.
Oye,
Y que por favor, o
Yeah.
sea, dame
Como
consuelo.
apoyo.
Oye,
Ajá.
dile,
Yeah.
dile que si te están hablando así, dile, cállate, por favor. No quiero escuchar tus soluciones. Te estoy hablando. Tú no me dices soluciones.
The quote
O te
of the
callas.
day by Wendy. Shut up.
Shut up if you don't have those dumb solutions. Work
No,
on
but
me.
that's true. Like you always like need someone comfortable enough to feel that support. To like not feel criticized. Cause like
Yeah.
it happened a lot of time with friends. Like I would like tell them something that I'm going through, and like they will like give me like the best solutions according to them, and I'm like, look at your life first.
Like, hey,
I'm a
hey,
minute.
look,
reflect on
wait.
yourself first, please.
Yeah.
Jose, like you just look at your life, please, and tell me if there's something wrong with you. Because if there's something going on with you, please don't talk to me.
And like, you just need the support. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, but if you need support, I got you, my man. I got you, my homies.
Yeah, like I
Don't
agree
worry.
with that. Cause like there's like a person like you feel comfort and like you just feel heard, And then like if they start providing like, oh, this is why it went wrong, here's your solutions, here's like your options, like I don't want that. I just want you to like hear me out and like I'll come into terms with it. Like as I'm talking to you, I'll like realization's gonna hit me. Like I just
mhm.
need you to be there and like listen to me.
Listen.
Like also like I like just presence. Like silence doesn't bother me unless you make it awkward.
Yeah, okay, I
Unless
like
you make
Yeah.
it
that,
awkward, unless you
Like-
make it awkward, I'm leaving.
Like it's
Me
like
too.
silence is comforting to me.
Exactly, with the
Like,
right person.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
with the right people.
I like your presence, like you being there. I don't care what I'm doing. Like if you're going somewhere and you're just there in silence, I don't care. Like I like your presence. I'm gonna be there. But once you make it awkward, it's like I don't want to
You're
be
like,
there anymore.
I'm out.
Yeah.
No, and for me, it was like, because I would like come with like dating
Mhm.
stuff, like
Whoa.
issues, and then the worst thing is like they cannot like give me advice when they've been like in really bad pattern of relationships.
Mhm.
I could give you
And
some
then
advice.
okay, I'll listen to you later. and then come to me and like be like, oh, you need to be alone. I was like, I've been doing that for a really long time. Like,
Whoa,
and you
that's
haven't like that's like, yeah, that's like so weird
Mhm.
to like listen, like
wait. You've been
Yeah.
you've been alone in the endo period till the tashiro period.
I think you need to learn how to be alone.
Mhm.
Wait, here's some advice. One, if you're in close to a breakup relationship and they're being toxic to you, break up with them immediately.
I
Call
don't even
911.
start the relationship.
Call
if I
911.
have toxic
Wait.
friends. Because
Just kidding.
what's the
Yes.
advice you will give to your younger self?
Don't listen to them. If they're making you mad, because like they keep on asking you questions even though you already like answered them and they're like you already told them.
Mhm.
You just ignore them or just walk away or tell them to please be quiet. I already explained to you 300 times and you still don't get it. I literally said the answer, the explanation.
What about you, Miriam?
Yeah, young
Had to put me in the
Miriam.
spotlight.
To you,
Um, something that I would tell my younger self. Mm, ábrete más con la gente que conozcas, o sea, que sientas así que, oh, well,
You vibing with
ajá,
them, yeah.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
vibe
ya,
with the music.
porque después puedes hacer friendships bonitas
Yeah.
con esa persona,
Que duran.
Wow.
ajá, que van a
Mm,
durar y pueden seguir durando, pues, por ejemplo, digamos 25 años o lo
sí.
máximo de
¿Qué
eso.
pasa si? ¿Qué pasa si es
Um,
como un toxic relationship?
si es un toxic, bye
No,
bye.
what
Yeah.
Sí.
what I've learned is like toxic relationships are gonna be there, and like people leave for you to learn, you know.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I had like a very close friend, and I feel like she was my friend, but she didn't. She considered me an enemy instead of a friend. So
Oh.
I thought
Oh
like
wow.
I was like, you were my friend. She betrayed me, and it's like what I learned from her leaving was maybe there are signs that she was giving me,
Hmm.
but I was just so blinded by the friendship that I didn't notice. So now, like, advice to my younger self is like, speak up, you know?
Yeah.
I can already imagine her literally walking up to a pit and falling down. The pit of guiltiness. You're just standing there looking at her walking up the pit of guiltiness after she stopped being friends with you and seeing you as an enemy.
I hope so because I provided so much like friendship and like in my eyes it was so beautiful. But she decided that I wasn't her friend and
Mhm.
Don't
just
cry.
And
You can
that's
cry.
so
You
weird
can cry.
because society don't teach you how to treat, like how to like face those challenges. You know,
So
like
true.
yeah.
they don't tell you, like, because now we're talking about friendships. Like, okay, they base like a lot of books and talks about relationships, like in love stuff. But what about friendships? You know, like
Mhm.
because that's really close. That's friendship. I feel like this is the relationship like between family and like a love field. You know,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
that's that between, like if you don't know like how to like pick your friends, you're gonna be missing like in love life, and then
Mhm.
you have a really bad relationship with your family, you know.
Mhm.
Wait. What like
Like platonic relationship is really like well it's like missing because there's not many like awareness of it because like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people is like oh soulmates you're like thinking about a love interest but I believe in like platonics like soulmates because like my best friend she's like my comfort person and like I know if I go with her she's gonna hear me instead of like criticizing me for what I
Mm-hmm.
did like maybe I
Yeah.
was wrong but like I don't need you to tell me that I know.
Yeah.
wait, I'm not
Yeah.
superstitious or
I
whatever.
told you
Wait,
so.
wait, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
Wait.
need
Yeah.
that.
Wait, I'm not
And
I'm not that kind of superstitious, something like that. But I don't believe that much in soulmates. But mostly, I only believe of someone like instead of like soulmates. Like sometimes you like kind of imagine it like someone that you don't even know. Like they just start dating you for no reason. Oh
that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
when you think about soulmates, you're thinking about your future wife, your future
Yeah.
husband, your
It is
future
not like
partner.
that
I
because
Yeah, it's
imagine
your
not.
dog can
I
be your
imagine
soulmate.
a dog
Yeah.
marrying me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like finding that. I think
Oh,
soulmate, they just change it by like, you know, what you're trying to say. But I feel like for me, soulmate, it's that real connection with someone. You
Yes.
know, it
Hmm.
doesn't matter like if it's like a friend or a family, you know. I think I do believe some people are meant to be in your life for a reason.
Yes.
mm,
Like again, I'm saying like platonic connections. Like he said connections. It's like having that one like not romantic feeling, but it's like a comforting feeling from that
Hmm.
person that you know you can count on them. You know that they will comfort you, they'll be there for you. But again also like
heartwarming,
yes,
Like people that feel
lovely,
like
heartwarming.
home. Like
Yeah, like
they need
home.
to feel like home. Yeah.
Yeah.
cozy.
Mm.
Yeah, so like
Like you
soulmates is
can be
not
comfortable.
superstitious to say, but like more like a feeling that you know that it's the person you can connect with and the
Mhm.
person you can share like personal stuff with and you don't feel judged.
Wendy can learn right now is like to really know how to pick your friends.
But like
Mhm.
mostly my friends now, I don't really like talk to them that much because like they're already like talking to like some other people that they know. And mostly I do sit next to one of my friends, Susie. My friend Susie. My other friend Rosie just like sits with other like girls or like
Mhm.
guys or that. But like now, I don't feel like I'm like, I like it was like talking to this girl named Lolly. I don't know. I'm just saying Lolly. But like now, I just like I kind of
Well,
like
this is
stay away
like your
from her.
perfect time to learn how to like be around the right people and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but like
friends and
Maybe
like yeah. Bro.
maybe like solitude, because I sophomore year I did drop some like I dropped a friend that wasn't making me feel welcomed. So from what you can learn is being alone is not a bad thing.
it's a
Like
nice
maybe you look lonely, but like
emo depressed.
solitude is the best thing to learn from, because when from being alone, I knew who was really there for me. And that's where like, okay, if like someone's gonna check up on me, I know that they care about me. If like they didn't check on me, they didn't talk to me during that time I was alone, then why would I continue being friends with them?
I mean,
So
mostly
so maybe like solitude, and like so if someone reaches out, you know that they care about you and it's a good friendship to continue.
mostly.
What's
Yeah.
the best quality in your best friend, Miriam?
Wait, medium.
Like what's the or what like for me like something that my best friends that I need to like uh, have I it's like require. I'm trying to say they need to learn how to like be open to different spaces.
Mhm.
Like if my best friends cannot like hang out in something serious and something fun, I cannot, deal with it.
Mhm.
Like I can just like go to places, but like I consider my best friends and my closest people the ones that I can take you to a really serious place and I can take you to something super fun and do, like so
Mhm.
that's a quality for my best friend. Wait, what's the quality of your best friend?
Probably
Before you go to and Miriam is thinking because I'm giving some
Yeah.
time.
for my best friend, I could say Rosie and I are kind of like the same personage. And while
Okay.
Susie is a little more like close to the same person like me, but she's a little
So
like
a
a good
quality is
thing.
like
Someone
you're
similar.
so similar to her.
Mhm.
But
That's a quality.
I think Rosie is mostly most similar with me because she likes
Okay.
the same things ish like me, and like for Zulie, half.
Okay.
So a quality could be like someone you could relate to,
Yeah.
Someone I could relate to.
or
You Miriam.
For me, like friendship quality would be more like, mira, lo tenía en la mente, pero se me olvidó.
Se le fue.
Se
I
me
know.
fue. It would be having like the same, well, not exactly the same, but like kind of matching my energy right now.
Mhm.
Cause like if I'm giving you energy and you're not giving it back, then what's like the point of
Mhm.
I
me
feel
keep on
your
trying?
energy. You have
And
There's a word
just
for that.
you
Pero
have
no lo
positive
sé.
energy, Miriam.
a vibe.
Like
Miriam.
no, like when you like you're giving energy and you expect the same energy back. But I
Miriam.
don't know what's the word. What's the word? Okay.
Miriam.
Oh,
I
Whoa!
think in Spanish is repro. No, I can't. Rep-
reciprocate. I mean,
yes, yes,
there you
that's the
go.
word.
Miriam, I feel you're amazing, cozy, kind-hearted, feeling like the senses. You're welcome. You are so nice. You're so
No,
nice.
but that's
That's what I
the
can feel.
quality you need
Yeah.
in like for best friend.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I agree. I feel like that. Oh, I just hit myself.
I'm sorry.
But like,
Pinch
I feel like
yourself.
that's like vibing with me. Like, si voy a ir a una quinceañera y quiero que bailes, no quiero que estés
Ay, no,
amargada,
sentada.
sentada. Y yo soy de que me voy a parar, voy a andar disfrutando del
Ajá.
baile, de la banda, y si tú estás bien sentada ahí, yo te invité para que disfrutaras conmigo.
Yeah.
Entonces, like, I feel like if you're like giving me that vibe, and like we could enjoy any space, like you said,
Uh-huh.
like if we're like, oh, like a party and you're giving me the same vibe I'm giving you, then like that's very important. Or like if we're gonna go study and you're like, oh, like in a very serious mode, and like you like take it seriously, because I take my studies very seriously, and if you're gonna give me that vibe, that energy back to me, it's like you've become like one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Please. So I was thinking mostly. Wait.
La banda.
So in la banda.
Estaba,
El baile, estaba en la
andaba
fiesta.
bien, quiere disfrutar de la weekend ya que es viernes.
Mira, le haces así la bailas
Viernes y
acá.
el cuerpo lo sabe.
So
No, pero sí es cierto, o sea, si llegas a la fiesta y no van a estar ahí para la fiesta, it's so annoying.
hablar.
¿Para qué te invité?
Ah, so
Así
funny.
que te evite.
I think they need
Communicate.
to educate people in
Mhm.
friendships, like in having like good bonds and like because like we can talk about movies like all the time. They always try to put like the main character as a romantic, you know, relationship, but like actually we can like make movies or books or or more things that teach like about real bonds like friends and family. Well, I think family, there's a lot of movies about family, but what about friends,
Mhm.
so I think like if society teach more a little bit about that, we can have healthier
What about
relationships with
Yes.
everyone.
what about the show Friends?
I feel like
Friends.
Friends is the only show we could go
Talk
back
about,
to.
yeah.
We can
Yeah.
we can
I
Maybe
feel like
relate.
only
there's
it
no.
exists.
Relate with them. Like
Yeah.
they could be that one friend that keeps on saying the same thing to you every single day, or that friend that won't stop talking to you, or that friend that keeps on taking your stuff. Whoa, that's too
It's
much.
very serious. Like they like people have conflict between each other, and they solve it. So I feel like Friends is the only show that's like got like brings awareness to like platonic relationships with someone. And I feel like we need more awareness about that, because as growing up you go through so much, and not knowing how to like relate or become friends with someone in a healthy way can affect you like a lot. Affects you a lot.
That's so true. That's so true.
So to finish up, what would be like a point that you would like to like change right now? Like if you're having like, a healthy relationship in a, in a general way, like what would be something that you would like to change or work in yourself? Like for example, for me, I'm learning how to say bye to a lot of friends.
Hmm.
Like they're not like longer help me to grow. So I'm learning to say, guy, like I'm not hanging out with you
Yeah.
guys like anymore. Like,
It's like it's been nice.
yeah, but thank
Thanks.
you,
Thanks for the
That's
experience.
it.
Thanks for being
No,
so
but that's just like
toxic and
that's what I'm
abusive to
learning.
me.
So I'm like that's
Mhm.
for me what I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
Like, thank you
I'm
for
chill.
being abusive,
No,
rude,
no, it's
aggressive.
just like it's just not the time to grow with them.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like, and you have to let go of people like that, and
But like it's
you
sometimes
learn,
I feel
and
like
you say thank you.
yeah.
it's like
It's like
like thank you for
I,
that. I'm leaving. I'm leaving you behind. I'm never helping you. I'm
yeah.
never paying
Like
your
No.
taxes. I'm not paying your rent.
What about you?
I feel like the same thing, because like if I want to grow and they just want to stay in the same position, I'm gonna say I'm fine, thank you, and move on. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I've been
Yeah.
working on that, because I tend to be like a people pleaser and
Mm.
stay there because I don't want them to
Put
start
you like a
attacking
mala
me.
persona, or
Yeah, uh-huh.
like yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Don't worry.
What
I
about
got
you,
your back.
Wendy?
I can help.
What's something that you would like to improve? And then
Mm.
we'll finish up with Miriam.
Well, something I improve with that, like
Do you want to improve like in relationships wise,
uh,
like friends, family, something
mm,
that you're working on?
for friends. I'm thinking like we can have like our own little like time to like communicate with others, but like still like try to communicate with each other at least, so then we don't like break touch and just still be together, like be
Okay.
friends,
So
something like that.
communication. I like
Mhm.
that. What
Yeah.
about you?
For me, it was
Last and most important.
Yeah, medium. Go medium.
You're
for me.
finishing.
For me, it would be the same as you said. Learning how to say goodbye to probably those friendships that weren't really good friendships,
Mhm.
that would make probably like the good version of your own self. Cause like you might end up like losing control over
Mhm.
yourself, and
Mhm.
just um end up regretting the decisions that you made.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
That's
I
so
like
true.
that. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching our
Thank you
dolls,
for watching
our girls, our lads, our
Conviviendo.
gents.
We love you.
Bye.
Be
I love you.
kind.
Konnichiwa. Be the
kind,
best
respect.
person in the world. Make a difference.
Yes.
Show those
And
clowns.
say shut up to the right person.
Yeah.
Okay?
Tell
Not everyone.
those men.
Say bye,
Tell
bye,
them.
bye.